Welcome back friends in a new video on wildlife. Hope all of you are doing fine. How I am? Oh, I am also fine. Let's prepare to be buzzing with curiosity as we delve into the fascinating world of the Tsetse fly. These tiny terrors are more than just pesky insects, they're nature's enigmatic wonders. From their impeccable fashion sense to their blood-sucking habits and unexpected secrets, we've got 10 jaw-dropping Tsetse fly facts that'll make your skin crawl with fascination. Join us on this enthralling journey as we uncover the quirky and astonishing truths about these little villains of the insect kingdom. You won't believe what these winged wonders are capable of. So, sit back, relax, and get ready to be captivated by the incredible world of the Tsetse fly. Winged fashionistas. Tsetse flies are the fashionistas of the fly world. While other flies flaunt their wings openly, Tsetse flies are all about discretion. They fold their wings completely over their abdomens when at rest, making them the James Bonds of the insect world. It's like they're saying, "I'll show my wings when I'm ready." But that's not all. These flies also have a long, elegant proboscis that attaches to a bulb on their head. It's like they've got a built-in accessory for fine dining. So, if you see a fly with its wings neatly tucked in a stylish proboscis, you can bet it's a Tsetse fly. They're not your average, run-of-the-mill insects, they're the fly version of high fashion. Bloodthirsty binge eaters. Imagine a creature that's so obsessed with blood that it can drink up to 3 times its own weight in it. That's the Tsetse fly for you. These flies are the ultimate bloodsuckers, and they're not shy about it. In 36 African countries, people can't just run away from them or come back with a bigger weapon because these flies are obligate hematophages. They don't just want blood, they need it to survive. Most insects, like mosquitoes, snack on blood occasionally, usually when they're in the mood for some protein to feed their eggs. But Tsetse flies, both males and females, are like the Draculas of the insect world. They almost exclusively feast on blood. This wouldn't be such a big deal if they weren't also responsible for hundreds of thousands of cases of sleeping sickness, making them bloodthirsty and deadly. Sharp-dressed biters. Tsetse flies aren't your typical casual biters. They take their biting seriously, with rows of sharp teeth that can make you wince in pain when they sink their tiny fangs into your skin. These teeth aren't just for show, they're precision instruments for penetrating your skin and capillaries. But that's not the end of their biting saga. After making that initial painful entrance, they use rasps to enlarge the hole and then squirt saliva from their proboscis into the wound. This saliva contains an anticoagulant that stops your blood from clotting. It's like they're master chemists, mixing up the perfect cocktail to keep your blood flowing freely while they seep away. And if that wasn't enough, at the tip of their proboscis, researchers found intricate finger-like structures with suckers, adding an extra layer of sophistication to their blood-sucking game. These flies are basically the James Bonds of the biting world, armed with gadgets and style. Silent sickness spreaders. You might want to cut the Tsetse fly some slack when it comes to the diseases they spread. It's not entirely their fault. These little guys are unwitting carriers of a microscopic supervillain called trypanosoma. This villain, smaller than a grain of sand, is more dangerous than it sounds. During certain epidemics, it can be deadlier than HIV. And it's a sneaky one. It's responsible for a disease called sleeping sickness, which is often hard to diagnose. It starts innocently enough, with symptoms like headaches, fever, and joint pain, similar to many tropical diseases. But then, just like in a superhero movie, the parasite crosses into the brain and starts pulling levers and pressing buttons. Confusion, sensory disturbances, and a chaotic sleep cycle follow, giving the condition its ominous name. If left untreated, this usually leads to a grim outcome. Some unlucky folks can carry the parasite without showing symptoms, while others drop dead without much warning. So, while the Tsetse fly plays a role in this medical drama, it's really the trypanosoma that's the true villain. Nagna, the animal nightmare. Tsetse flies aren't content with terrorizing humans, they've got a thing for animals too. They're the culprits behind Nagna, also known as African animal trypanosomiasis. This disease is no walk in the park for animals either. Imagine your beloved pet or livestock running a high fever, swelling up, and wasting away. Then, their hind legs and other body parts start to become paralyzed. It's like a slow and agonizing nightmare for these creatures, all thanks to the Tsetse fly. This disease hits cattle so hard that they can't be raised efficiently in regions of Central Africa, almost the size of the USA. So, the Tsetse fly isn't just a pest, it's an animal's worst nightmare, causing havoc in the animal kingdom as well. Fly Islands. Ever heard of the Tsetse Islands? They're an archipelago of 84 islands off the coast of Uganda, floating in the second largest lake on Earth. But here's the catch, Tsetse means fly in Swana. Talk about a less than inviting name for a tropical paradise. Around 1902, sleeping sickness arrived on these islands, wreaking havoc and killing a significant portion of the population. Some reports even suggest that it wiped out up to 60% of the islanders. It was so devastating that the islands had to be evacuated 7 years later. But here's where the story gets interesting. To combat the Tsetse fly and the disease it carries, hundreds of fly traps were strategically placed around the islands. Insecticide sprays were also used, with some collateral damage. Slowly but surely, the numbers of inhabitants started to rise again, but the threat still lingers on some of the islands. The Tsetse Islands, where paradise meets Tsetse fly drama. Fly moms with a twist. Tsetse flies aren't just bloodthirsty and deadly, they have a rather peculiar family life. They have adaptations that are almost unheard of in the insect world. Adult Tsetse flies go the extra mile when it comes to parenting. Picture this. Inside a Tsetse fly's uterus, a single egg is fertilized. That's already pretty unusual in the insect kingdom. But wait, it gets stranger. This egg grows into a maggot, safely cushioned inside its mother's womb. The maggot feeds on fly milk from a special uterine gland. It's like a cozy bed and an all-you-can-eat buffet rolled into one. This little maggot grows to be as heavy as its mother and finally separates after shedding twice. At this point, it drops to the ground, digs into the soil, and pupates for 3 weeks before emerging as a full-grown adult. It's a reproduction process so bizarre and intricate that scientists are studying it closely to unlock the mysteries of sleeping sickness. The fly milk mystery. We all learned in school that mammals produce milk to nourish their offspring. But did you know that Tsetse flies have their version of milk? It's not the creamy white stuff you put in your coffee, but it serves a similar purpose in the fly world. Fly milk, like mammal milk, is a nutritious secretion. It's rich in 12 major proteins, digestive enzymes, and minerals. This liquid gold not only feeds the larva but also helps develop its immune system. What's fascinating is that this milk is secreted from a gland into the uterus, where the larva eagerly laps it up. The role of this milk in nourishing the young is remarkably similar to mammalian milk's purpose. It's like nature stumbled upon the same brilliant idea independently in two entirely different lineages, Tsetse flies and mammals. This phenomenon is what scientists call convergent evolution, where unrelated species arrive at similar solutions to life's challenges. The Wigglesworth connection. Let's take a moment to appreciate the entomologist with the Dickensian name, Sir Vincent Bryan Wigglesworth. He delved into the gut microbiome of the Tsetse fly and uncovered something truly remarkable. He lent his name to a genus of gram-negative bacteria, and one species from this genus was found inside the Tsetse fly as an endosymbiont. Wigglesworthia glossinidia, the bacterium's name, produces the B vitamin complex needed to supplement the fly's diet. It creates a nutrient-rich and stress-free environment that's ideal for reproduction. In return, the fly benefits from this symbiotic relationship. It's like a tiny partnership that's critical for the Tsetse fly's survival. This delicate, microscopic organism inside the fly's gut holds the key to solving the Tsetse fly problem. Tsetse flies can be controlled. While we're eagerly waiting for a genius solution to eliminate Tsetse flies once and for all, there are already some ingenious methods to keep their populations in check. Enter odor bait traps. These are like fly killing nets with a twist. When placed in areas with Tsetse fly populations, they work like a charm, drawing in the flies and containing them safely. But here's the twist: the color of the trap matters. Making these traps in a specific shade of blue called PHT halogen blue achieves similar results without any fancy odors. It's all about the right color and design, playing on the fly's landing response. Some islands have successfully wiped out entire Tsetse fly populations using these clever traps. It's like setting a gourmet buffet for flies and watching them flock in, only to find themselves trapped. Who knew that the color blue could be such a game changer in the world of fly control? As we bid adieu to our tiny, blood-sucking friends, the Tsetse flies, remember that even the tiniest creatures can hold the biggest surprises. These intriguing insects, with their folded wings and peculiar habits, have shown us that the world of nature is a treasure trove of oddities and wonders. We hope you've enjoyed this deep dive into the secret life of Tsetse flies as much as we have. If you've been bitten by the bug of curiosity, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more jaw-dropping facts from the world of science. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the wild side of our planet.